Centennial Ice Arena here in the Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. It's the Chicago Phantoms taking on the Tri-Valley Bulls, a rematch from yesterday afternoon's affair. 14 minutes are on the clock to get this contest underway, and the kids are getting ready for a nail-biter. Your starting lineup for Coach Caden's squad: Yadick, Gaspadaro, and Pisturzi. Rothmeyer and Rich are your blue liners, and Declan McKinney has the net. It's Yadick down on the forecheck, now swung off to the far side by the Bulls, harassed by Gaspadaro out towards Pisturzi. Pisturzi drops it back into the hands of Jackson Rothmeyer. Goes D to Rich here to the near side, trying to headman it up to Gaspadaro. It's picked off by the Bulls, going to work in front of Rylan Rich. Rich poke checks in the left wing corner, and he's picked off there by the Bulls. Centering pass knocked away by Rothmeyer to Pisturzi. Pisturzi knuckle puck towards blue line. Kicked forward by the Tri-Valley Bulls defenseman. Firing a shot, blocked by Rich in the left wing corner. Rich with the inside position. Popped it loose, but the Bulls going to pick it back up. Gaspadaro kicked it forward, over towards Yadick, pushed out of the zone by Rich, collected by the Bulls, and they're going to pull it back and regroup. Yadick and Gaspadaro on the forecheck now. The Bulls push it out of the zone towards Rich and Rothmeyer. Gaspadaro's stick is hung up. He kicks it into the hands of the Bulls, and they're going to work here to the near side against Rylan Rich. Puck protection down behind the net, right to left on the far side, or left to right on the far side, I should say. And out towards Pisturzi, curling back around, met by Gaspadaro, puts a hit on him. And over to Rothmeyer in front of the Phantom benches, and out of the zone towards Gaspadaro. Picked back up by the Bulls, going across top of the right circle in the right wing corner. Down low towards Rothmeyer, going to work here to the near side. Yadick comes in, ties up the slide. Here comes Gaspadaro, hitting the brakes, finally poked out to the left point. Right back in by the Bulls, over to the far side for Pisturzi. Pisturzi trying to chip one forward to Gaspadaro. He does. Picked off by the forward or defenseman of the Bulls, and they're going to regroup right here the other way in front of Cushman and Monaco. Backing up is Proden. Left wing circle, firing a shot is going to be McKinney with the save. Swung past Monaco out to the far side, picked up by Proden. Fired a shot towards McKinney, picked up by Cushman. Cushman in your left wing circle, pushing it up the ice. He's got a little time and space, and here goes Cush. Blocked by the Bulls, picked up here by Boyd, who's going to send one in deep. The Phantoms wearing their Sunday blacks, only it's Saturday evening, and they got gray on the shoulders along with the gray lettering on the gray twill, tackle and twill, if you will, on the front, the Phantoms logo. On the back, it's white lettering and numbers. That's going to be a gray piping around the armbands and socks, black shells with the vertical, two of them, gray stripe. For the Tri-Valley Bulls, it's going to be the home whites with a green and navy blue band around the arms, waist, and socks. And their shells are going to be navy blue with a vertical green and two white pinstripes on either side. As we go for the line change here by the Bulls, inside the zone, it's going to be Boyd on your faceoff, Prodan in the slot, and DeNormandie on the half wall. Monaco and Cushman left to right, and there's 11:37 to go here on the first. Face-off won by Boyd at her feet, now picked up by the Bulls. Left to right defenseman coming in as Prodan in the breakout. Cut off by DeNormandie on the half wall. In the right wing corner, backing up is Boyd, picked up by DeNormandie, swatted away by the Bulls here to the near side. Boyd comes in, kept in by Cushman, muscled out of his zone by the Bulls, picked back up by Prodan, and swatted away into the hands of the Bulls towards Cushman now. Cutting back across the high middle of the zone, out towards DeNormandie, now towards Monaco and Cushman. Monaco and Cush break it loose into the right wing corner. Cycling off to the right wing corner. Coming in is going to be Boyd. Now Monaco comes in, pushed it towards Boyd, out to the far side for Prodan. Prodan pinned in, can't get it out of the zone, and down in the right wing corner. Knocked off the puck by Monaco, sent out by Cushman, picked up by Boyd, chopped it loose towards the half wall, and kicked up and out of the zone, knuckle puck towards the Bull benches, and they're going right back the other way in front of Cushman. Out comes McRae, firing a shot wide right on the far side for Gavin Sire, beat to it by the Bulls. Over here to the near side, Bulls all over the puck right now. Into the right wing corner it goes, centering pass, saved by McKinney. Puck is loose in front of the blue paint, chopped loose by McRae. Puck is free, Sire battles it off, falls on top of it. McKinney laying down, and it's going to be chipped in by the Bulls at 10:27 to go here in the period as the Phantoms were out of sort in the offensive zone. Number 4 on the score sheet. And it's 1-0. Phantoms need to amp up the pressure, folks. It's going to be BMAC along with Clark and Sire up front. Blue liner is going to be McRae and Zaire. Gavin on your face-off, dropping it back. The Bulls go D to D. Here to the near side, coming in is Zaire. Zaire got cut off there by the Bulls in the left wing corner. Coming down low, center pass, blocked away by McKinney. Over to BMAC. BMAC trying to push it out of the zone. Right back in the hands of the Bulls. Up off the boards, knocked down right there in front of the Phantom benches by the Bulls. Sire coming in along with BMAC. There's 4 white jerseys on this puck right now. And we got 3 Phantoms. It's 2 Phantoms on it. The other 3 boys watching as the 4 Phantom Bulls go to work. Puck squirts out towards Ronan Clark. And Clark across center. Getting towards the blue line. Puck protection, going to carry it in. Offsides is going to be the call as BMAC was inside the zone just before the puck entered at 9:52 to go here in the first period. Coach Caden goes to the line change. Wholesale change as it is. 5 in and 5 out. Pasterzi on his way out there with Kerwick and Yadick. Blue liners are going to be Rothmeyer and Rich. Kerwick going to take the draw. Face-off won by the Bulls. They go D-to-D right up here to the near side. Cut off by Kerwick. Cross-ice pass. Blocked by Rich. Poke check by Rothmeyer. Is going to curl back around, create some space. Goes out to the outside. Little chip pass to Pasterzi out to Kerwick. Kept in by the Bulls. The Bulls make all over the strong side. They don't let it go. Reversing the ice here to the near side is going to be the Bulls. Cut off by Rich. Coming in is Kerwick on the defensive side of it. Need to turn my camera a little bit. Keegan comes with a loose change. And Keegan on the far side. Sends it over to Pasterzi. Cut in front is the Bulls defender. Right bottom right circle on the backhand. Fires a shot. Saved by McKinney. No rebound given at 9:15 to go here in the period. Phantoms stay pat. Face-off goes into the right wing circle. Kerwick going to take your draw. Rothmeyer on the half wall. Pasterzi, then Rich and Yadick in the slot in front of McKinney. Keegan on the face-off, won by the Bulls, looking to fire a shot. Shot blocked by Rich, knuckling behind the net. Into the hands of the Bulls, it's picked off by Rich. Rich back over to Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer to Kerwick. Kerwick at the blue line, trying to send one out to Yadick. He does. Yadick with a stop. Here comes Julian. Julian, right, left, Hesperks makes a move. Hold on to 3 Bulls, collapsed on Yadick, but he picks up the loose change, drops it for Kerwick. Kerwick headed to the net. Right wing Hesperks fires a shot. Blocker safe. Back in the hands of the Phantoms right in front for Yadick. Yadick behind her, Pasterzi behind the net. Coming in is Kerwick here to the near side. Bulls get knocked off the puck into the hands of Keegan. Keegan sauces one over to Yadick, poking up by the defender. Coming in is Monaco. Monaco going to slam one, wrap it around here to the near side. Rylan Rich comes in, now he backs off. Here comes Pasterzi. Pasterzi cuts it off there at the blue line, and the puck is inside this Phantom zone. Monaco trucking to get it. Plenty of time and space for the Rock. Rock behind McKinney, right to left here to the near side. Goes back outside. Cut off by the Bulls, firing a shot. Saved by McKinney. Monaco tried to get cute with the puck there. Kerwick coming in now on the defensive side towards the Normandy. Body loose here in front. Out to the right point. Coming in is the Bulls firing a shot. Tied up by Monaco and Rich. Knocked down in the midair. Back to the left point by the Bulls. Looked to fire another shot. Blocked by Rich. Picked up by Pasterzi. Sliding out of the blue line. That's offsides, and we're going to get a whistle at 7:53 to go here in the first. And the Phantoms go for complete the line change. It'll be Gaspadaru at center, Proden and DeNormany left and right. DeNormany's now going to take the draw. Gaspadaru is going to come in and go to right wing off the face-off. Monaco and Cushman are your blue liners. DeNormany, one towards Cushman, out to Gaspadaru, kicked forward by the defenseman, and pulled back in their own zone. Proden on the forecheck. Here up to the near side. Coming in is going to be Cushman. Cushman read the play perfectly. Throws it right back in the hands of the Bulls, and they go back. Now the outside. Cross-ice pass towards Monaco. Monaco steps up, makes a move towards the benches. Pushing it up the ice. Monaco's going to chip it in deep, and it's going to go down behind the net of the Bulls. Left to right on the far side. Looking to make the breakout pass. Gaspadaru comes in. Body checked off it. Comes here to the near side. Cut off by Proden. DeNormany backs out. Chip pass Cushman. And here it comes. It's going to be DeNormany gets on the defensive side. Collects the puck. Gives it to Cush. Cush pulling around here to the near side. Chips it forward towards Gaspadaru. Trying to catch him in a change. It's 3-on-3. Gaspadaru, right wing circle. Coming down in the corner. Sends it back behind the net. Picked up by the defenseman. Cut off by Proden. On the far side towards DeNormany. Chip loose towards Double D. Double D in front of the Bull benches now. Towards Gaspadaru. Left wing Hesperks. Puck pops out towards Proden into the hands of Cushman. Cushman curls and fires. Rebound out front. Knocked loose in the left wing corner for DeNormany. DeNormany backhands it back behind the net. Nobody home from the Phantoms down there. And it's going to be hitting the brakes of the defenseman going back the other way. And on the far side, sent towards Monaco. Picked up by the Bulls. hit up the middle, back towards Gaspadaro, now in front of the penalty boxes. Prodan picks it up, coming in is Gaspadaro. Puck is loose for Monaco. Monaco puck protection style, dragging it forward in front of the Phantom benches. He sends one the other way, past 4 defenders, all the way down in the left wing corner. Nice little play by number 7. Creates some space for the Phantom's line change. Inside the zone it goes, collected by Adam McRae, now behind the net of McKinney left to right. Little DDD pass to Zaire. Zaire up to BMAC. BMAC trying to chip it out of zone at the blue line, and McMurray just runs him over like a truck into the right wing corner. The puck comes back down low. Looking to go up front, McRae takes up the forward. Picked up here by Clark. High slot, out past BMAC, over towards Clark, sent into the right wing corner. Zaire didn't like it. A cross check high in the back there in front of the net. And it's picked up by McRae. Not back down in the right wing corner. Down low towards McRae, centering pass again. Tipped in the left wing corner. Is going to be picked up by the Ronan Clark. Sent behind the net by the Bulls on the far side for McRae. McRae, right wing hash mark, up to BMAC. BMAC chipping it forward. He's going to get in a foot race now. Look to come over here D to D, pulling it back towards Clark. And the Bulls come right back the other way in front of Zaire. Zaire knocks it loose in the left wing corner. Gets the position on it. Here comes Brielle Boyd now. Chip towards Clark. Clark hitting out to BMAC. Intercepted in a slot. Poke check loose. Knocked down by McRae. Good play by number 27 as he tied up the stick. On the far side, McRae puts a body on it. Or McMurray put a body on it. And puck slides out of the zone. Back into the hands of the Bulls. Thrown back up the boards. Cut off by Brielle Boyd in front of the Bull benches. Boyd coming in. Left face-off dot, fires a shot wide, left behind the net, rings around here to the near side for Clark. Clark gets put in the wall. Coming in is BMAC on the defensive side of it. Zaire at the right point, and McRae out and just outside the zone playing safety. Bulls trying to push it up. Boyd goes down, picked back up there right along the boards by the Bulls, and Clark along with BMAC, pushed forward by McMurray, kept in by Boyd, sent back at the right wing half wall, and the Bulls going to look to reverse the ice, harassed by Clark. Down in the left wing corner, met by BMAC. BMAC puts him down, and McMurray's going to the box. Puck goes into left wing hash marks there. Boyd comes back across it. It's been touched by the Phantoms already. I'd like to see. Penalty is going to be 4:33. That's a tough one there, folks. BMAC heads to the sin bin for roughing at 4:33. So the Phantoms are shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be DeNormandie and Pasterzi, Rothmeyer and Rich, and slid one across the back door for the tap-in goal. Let's check the replay on that one, folks. Number 24, we had 3 guys on the puck. Number 24 left wide open on the back door.
Phantoms.
At 4:24. And we head back out to center ice. Your lineup out there now is going to be Kerwick along with Gaspadaro and Yadic. Blue liners are going to be Rothmeyer and Rich, a little R&R on D. Face-off won by the Bulls. D to D here to the near side, pulling back towards his 3, chipping it forward, backing up is Rich, towards Kerwick now. Cross-ice pass in front of Rothmeyer. Back to the left corner, chopped away by Rothmeyer in the right wing corner. Tied up, coming in is Gaspadaro on the far side for Kerwick, kept in by the Bulls as they had 4 boys on the near side or on the far side. Centering pass, slid across the slot, here to Yadic. Yadic cut off by the Bulls. Knocked loose by the defender into the hands of Rylan Rich. Rich down behind the goal line, left to right on the far side. Sends it, makes a move around the forechecker. Out to Kerwick. Kerwick sends one forward towards Gaspadaro. Gaspadaro's got Yadic in the slot. Yadic comes in, fires a shot, just misses wide left. Back in the hands of Gaspadaro, down behind the net. Gaspadaro taken down on the far side. Rothmeyer takes their underneath route, picked up by number 4, going across, and he loses the puck as Rich came streaking in hard. Looking for the high slot. Puck is loose for Kerwick. Kerwick now makes a move up the middle. Blows a tire. Picked up by Yadic. Yadic and Gaspadaro goes across it. Offsides, no call. Towards him, fires a shot. Gaspadaro looking for the rebound. And it was sent over to the far side by the Bulls at 3:15. Kerwick giving chase. Make a move around Yadic, but the puck is loose and here to the near side by the right wing hash marks. Coming in is Gaspadaro. Out of the zone towards Cushman and Monaco. Looking for the drop pass, left wing circle comes down. Cush going to take him in the left corner. Monaco's got to tie him up in front of the net. Picked up by the Bulls. Cushman comes in, trying to kick it free. 2 boys behind the net. Waiting, looking for a center. Picked up Monaco, hung up there in the left wing corner he goes. Now comes down as Yadic. Back over here to the near side. Trying to muscle out his own towards Gospodaru. Pulling it back around towards Monaco now. Bottom of the left circle. Looking to cycle it back down low. Centering pass thrown out to Kerwick. Kerwick on the far side in front of the Phantom benches. Sealed off the wall is going to be the Bulls. Back towards Cushman. Right face off dot. Fires a shot right in the glove of McKinney. And we'll get a whistle at 2:28 to go here in the period. Shots are 7-4 if you're looking at the scoreboard. But so far it's been all Bulls, as the ice has been tilted in their favor. Your lineup out there now is going to be Proden along with Sire and Denormany. Blue liners are going to be McRae and Zaire. In the slot goes McRae, then Denormany. Face off one towards Double D. Poke checked away by the Bulls. Cut off by Sire, who pushes it up here towards the boards. Back behind the goal line. Zaire going to come trucking into the right wing corner by the goal line. And pulling it back over to the far side. Pulling it back around. Zaire still puck protecting on the hash marks. Here comes Proden, and 3-on-3 as Sire joins the fray. And he throws it right back up. Bottom, top of the right circle. Poke checked away by Gavin. Picked back up by the Bulls. Bottom of the right circle. Going to work. McRae tying up a stick. He blows down. And bottom left circle coming across. Here comes Denormany. Sent over to the left point towards Proden. Trying to make a move around Denormany. Sent back into the left wing corner for McRae. McRae try to get it over to Zaire. Sliding one over. Far side. Zaire hits the brakes and he flies right by, creating some space. Max coming over here to the near side. Hits the break out to Double D. Double D trying to get it to Sire. Cut off by the Bulls. Denormany stuffs it there at the wall. Trying to muscle it forward, and it's picked back up by the Bulls. Towards Denormany. McRae blocks the shot. Picked back off. Swatted down by Denormany. Picked up by the Bulls. Centering pass up front. Centering pass broken up by Proden. Proden sends it forward. Down, Damien in a foot race there, couldn't get to it. Pulling it back here the other way, goes cross ice on the far side for Max Zaire. Zaire got beat to it, coming in towards McRae. McRae blocks it out towards McKinney. McKinney gonna fall on it, no, puck is still loose. Here to the near side for McRae. McRae pitches one out of the zone, just into the hands of the defenseman. Coming in is gonna be Proden. Makes a move around Proden. Proden back up on it, forcing the defender back inside the zone. Still harassing is gonna be Damien. Hacking and whacking at him behind the net. Still giving chase. Need another one on that forecheck. And here comes Double D now as they go here behind the net. Back behind, Double D cuts him off. On the far side now, breaking up the ice towards Max Zaire. Out comes Brielle Boyd. And it's going to be 3-on-3 the other way in front of Max 2. Left wing corner going to work. Puck protection. Max cuts him off, puts him down. And it's going to be Boyd coming in. Boyd to Zaire. Zaire back over to the far side for Proden. Proden right wing half wall, pushes it forward. Proden coming up, kept in by the Bulls, going right back the other way towards Boyd, and knocked loose by Double D. Out towards McRae, shoves it out one-handed. Proden could have picked it up there. McRae on the forecheck, pulling it back around in front of the referee. Get out of the way, strikes. Coming in is Boyd. McRae pushes it in one-handed now into the right wing corner, picked up by the Bulls. Here comes B-Mac, curling back around to the outside. McRae still on the forecheck. Boyd backing up, headmanning it up here towards Ronan Clark. Ralph Meyer covering D. That sound is the end of the first period. So at the end of one, it's 2-0 Bulls here in the Centennial Ice Arena as we head to the first intermission. This first intermission brought to you by Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. Fireball, ignite the night. At least that's what it says on the bottle anyway. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance. And the around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. It's Pisturzi, Gospodaro, and Yannick. Blue liners are Rich and Rothmeyer. McKinney has that. 15 minutes or 14 minutes around the clock. And the Phantoms are working from right to left now. Rothmeyer lost it, but got back on it as he picked the guy's pocket and pushed it forward to Gospodaro. Gospodaro, left wing side. Fires one across, looking for Yannick, who was open on the back door. Just out of Julian's reaching hands. Julian, right face-off dot, comes across the slot on the back end. Poke check forward, picked up by Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer fires a shot, knocked down by the defender. Tied up by Gospodaro, but the Bulls are breaking out of the zone. Gospodaro back checking, now it's going to be in front of Rothmeyer. Top of the right circle, centering pass in the slot. Fires one in, top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. Number 21 at 13:24 to go here in the second period. And it is 3-0. Headed out there now for the Phantoms. McMurray, Kerwick, Clark, Monaco, and Cushman on D. Face off one back out towards Monaco now. Trying to make a move, poke check by the Rock. Coming in is McMurray, fires a shot, saved by McKinney. Rebound out to Cushman here to the near side for BMAC. And thrown in the left wing corner for Clark. Clark on the far side, left wing hash mark, sends it over to Kerwick. Kerwick trying to cut back, it's 2-on-1. BMAC pushing it across. BMAC to Kerwick. Kerwick trying to stuff one in, saved by the goaltender. McMurray chips it back down low. Kerwick at his feet. Over to McMurray. McMurray in the left wing corner, right wing corner, needing support. Here comes Kerwick on the defensive side of it. Trying to knock it loose, trying to make a move around it. Got a forecheck, and here comes McMurray. Behind the net, McMurray giving chase here to the rear corner. Harassed by McMurray. On the far side, they're regrouping and go to Clark. Clark now on the forecheck. Still behind the net. Picked up in front of Lou Payne, just missing his BMAC. Picked his pocket, his Clark into Kerwick. Kerwick fires one over the right wing corner of the goal line. And picked up by McMurray. Kerwick still in the net. Out to Cushman, right point. Cush patiently waits, sends one in. Rebound to Kerwick here to the McMurray here to the near side. McMurray sends one back out to Cush. Picked off by the Bulls. Kept in by Cushman. Thrown back the other way. Got him out of sorts a little bit. Kerwick coming in, got Clark in the middle. Pass blocked by the Bulls. Back to Kerwick. Kerwick's got the point open, trying to get it to Cushman. Cushman on his back end. Sends it right back in down behind the goal line. Slowed up by the Bulls. Coming in is Clark, looking for support. Need a guy down there. Here comes Kerwick on it. Kick. Ronan Clark hits it to himself. Clark hangs on to it. Clark back behind the net, trying to get it to Kerwick. McMurray and right wing hash marks couldn't get it to him. Backing up is going to be the Bulls. Out of the zone, Monaco takes the guy down, picked up by Clark. Clark, he's got it in high slot. Clark comes in, fires a shot. Low, no rebound given. At 11:46 by the Bulls goaltender. That was good pressure by the boys in black. And we'll get a face-off in the left wing circle in the offensive zone for Coach Caden Squat. Out there now is going to be DeNormandy and Proden flanking Boyd at center. McCray and Zaire are your blue liners. Face off won by the Bulls. Behind the net, D-to-D, Proden on the forecheck now. Swung off to the far side, pitching in is Zaire. Puck squirts out of the zone. It's going to be McCray picking him up. Boyd on the back check along with Double D. McCray takes him to the corner. Toe drag around the side. Looks to go to the back door. Boyd breaks up the play on the right wing corner. Brielle pushing it up to the right point. Coming over is going to be Double D. Down to the right behind the goal line once again for the Bulls. Looking to set up shop in front of the net. And they had a guy F3 high in the slot. Now he backs off top of the right circle. Zaire coming in with the puck. He's got two on him. Brielle Boyd joins the fray. And the 50-50 battle pushed forward by the Bulls. Looking for the high slot. Broken up by McCray. McCray swings one over here to the near side towards Double D. Kept in by the Bulls. DeNormandy is taken down in the right wing corner. The puck is back up by McCray. McCray to Double D. The Double D puts the guy into the wall, and he's none too happy as he's covered in snow. Back into McCray. Now trying to make a move around Zaire. Blocked by Zaire. Slapped towards McKinney and over him, and it goes in. Number 21 with his second goal of the period at 10:48. It's 4-0, folks. We head back out to center ice. And Coach Caden has decided to change netminders. Max Bersani headed into the twine. Out there now is going to be Pisturzi, Gaspadaro, and Yannick. Blue liners are going to be Rothmeyer and Rich. Face off to the far side towards Yannick. Blocked by Gaspadaro, picked up by Pisturzi, swatted away by Rich. Puck is loose to Yannick and it's neutralized. Here comes Yannick, carrying it in wide right. Drop pass for Gaspadaro, picked off by the Bulls, dragged forward by Gaspadaro, fires a shot off the goaltender's glove into the right corner towards Yannick. Now comes down Gaspadaro, chipped over his stick here to the near side. Gaspadaro on the back check, now backhanded forward by the Bulls. Play broken up by Rich, poke check forward by the Bulls into the hands of Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer here to the near side towards Pisturzi. Pisturzi trying to push one forward, he does. Inside the zone. Backed out, here comes the Bulls the other way in a 3-on-2 with Yannick back checking in front of Rothmeyer, goes wide right. Picked up here to the near side. Play broken up by Yannick, back in the right wing half wall for the Bulls. And on the right hash marks, on the half wall, it's picked up by the Bulls. They go to work here to the near side. Kept in by the Tri-Valley. Pushed forward by Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer to Gaspadaro. Gaspadaro over to the far side for Yannick. Gaspadaro has the net. Gaspadaro sends over. Yannick sent one to Gaspadaro. No go, just out of his reaching hands. Chip back behind the net of the Bulls. Knocked loose by Yannick, looking for support as they had two come into it. Swung over here to the near side. Yannick was taken down behind the net. It's going to be 2-on-2 in front of the net, right wing side, going to work. Centering pass across the right half. Right face-off, left face-off dot it should be. And Gaspadaro going to work. Cycling at top of the right circle, picked up by Rylan Rich. Goes cross ice. Back down behind the goal line it goes, picked up by Ronan Clark. It's going to be Clark who's cut off there by the defenseman. Back in the hands of Gaspadaro, trying to muscle one forward, battling right in front of us. The Bulls trying to go forward the other way, knocked loose by Gaspadaro. Now the puck swings back on the outside, and it's 3-on-2. Offsides is going to be the call as number 14. It looks like we got a penalty on the Tri-Valley Bulls. Number 22, roughing is the call. At 9 minutes to go here in the second, so that resulting in a Phantoms power play. This power play brought to you by Big Sammy's Hot Dogs. Remember what Big Sammy says, eat more hot dogs. Now serving 2 locations, one in Elk Grove, one in Elgin. Try the mozzarella logs, folks, they're fantastic. Your power play unit out there now is going to be Clark along with Sire and BMAC up front, Monaco and Cushman on the blue line. The centerman gets booted because of the delay in the change. And they switch places. Face off one to Rock. Rock over to Cushman. Cushman back to Rock. Rock sends one to the net. Picked up by Clark. Clark fires it. Saved by the goaltender. Here to the near side for McMurray. McMurray to Monaco. Monaco walks the line like Johnny Cash. Hits McMurray. McMurray looking for the cross ice play to Clark. Broken up by the Bulls. Met by Monaco. Out of the zone it goes towards Cushman. Cushman poke checks it. Here comes Sire and the Bulls are going to regroup. Trying to spread things out now. Come back here around the near side. Chipped over towards BMAC. Cross ice pass. Out of the zone they go. Backing up is going to be Monaco and Cushman. On the far side, dropped it loose and sends it behind the net. It's going to be slowed up by Bersani. Bersani leaves it for Monaco. Monaco behind the net now. Sends it over to BMAC. BMAC touched to Sire. Sire chips one forward to Clark. Clark back to Gavin. Gavin pushing it in left wing side. Toe dragged in the middle, picked up by BMAC. Back in the hands of Monaco. Monaco to Clark. Clark left hash marks. Couldn't get the shot off. Back in front, right stop, face off, picked up by McMurray. McMurray first shot. That's a Brady McMurray power play goal! Let's check the replay, folks, and see how it goes. It went from Clark over to BMAC. BMAC fires one past the glove of the netminder at 8:01 here in the second period. So it went BMAC from Clark here in the second on the power play. And we've got ourselves a 4-1 game. Big Sammy's power play getting it done. Cronin, Kerwick, and Normandy out there with Zayer and McCray. Kerwick on the draw. Won by the Bulls. They go D to D on the far side towards the Normandy. Knocked down by Double D, but it's in the hands of the Bulls. Swinging across here, just missing Kerwick. Picked off by Proden. Proden coming in along the boards, along with Kerwick and Zayer. Puck squirts into the right wing corner, picked up by the Bulls. Centering pass broken up by Keegan. Keegan over to Proden. Proden tried to chip it off the boards, a little late on that. He's got a little too close to the defenseman. It's intercepted by Double D. It still can't get it out of the zone, and they go right back across the ice with it. Picked up here by Kerwick. Kerwick trying to go forward with it. He does. It's Kerwick and Normandy. Kerwick to the outside, got 2 men on him, picked up by Proden, who sends one to the net. 3 guys all over Kerwick on that one. Over towards Normandy, out of the zone towards Zaire, and it's picked up by number 24. Zaire still on the back check. Saved by Bersani. McRae goes into the wall. Coming down low is going to be Kerwick. Out to the slot, over to the left point. Comes over to Normandy, fired a shot. Blocked by McRae. Picked up on the rebound by Proden. At 7 minutes, Proden gets the center, sends it in deep. Swinging it down behind the goal line. It's going to be picked up by the Bulls. Proden coming in on the forecheck now. Along with Yadick, going back D to D behind the net. Yadick on the forecheck. Forced to throw it in, picked up by McRae. Off his stick into the hands of Max Zaire. Zaire up off the board, sends one down off the stick of the defender. Puck is trickling in the left wing corner. It's going to be Yadick on the forecheck. Coming back, circling here to the near side. Yadick didn't see it. Then he's going to curl back around here to the near side. Backing up is Pasterzi. Bulls maintaining control. Chopped at by Kerwick. Out towards Zaire. Makes a move around Zaire. High slot across. Play broken up by Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer to Pasterzi off his skates and sent in the left wing corner by the Bulls. Zaire coming down low. Back up left wing side. Coming in towards Kerwick. Kerwick sends one over here to the right wing corner now. Zaire comes trucking. Rothmeyer comes trucking in to get it. Couldn't get it. Dropped back by the Bulls to the point. And they send it in deep. Back into the corner. Loose change picked up by Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer sends it over to Yadick. Yadick backed up. It's 3 Bulls all over it once again. Zaire comes in with the cross check. Puck is loose back in the left wing corner for Max 2. Max behind Max. Left to right here to the near side. Zaire to Pasterzi. Pasterzi backhanded it to the point. In and out of the zone. It must have gone as the referee blows the whistle for an offsides at 5:49 to go here in the second period. Phantoms complete the line change. Excuse me, folks. Gaspadaro is going to take the face-off. Yadick in the middle and Pasterzi right along the boards. Rothmeyer and Rich are your blue liners. Little R&R on D from left to right. But if you're looking at it on TV, it's right to left. Gaspadaro sends one forward right into the hands of the defender. Yadick on the forecheck towards Pasterzi now. Kicked loose by the Bulls' own player. Picked up by Yadick. Back in the hands of Pasterzi. Onside, he just gets on it. Pasterzi goes in. Sends one down behind the net, but it's picked off by the Bulls. Blocked by Gaspadaro, and Yadick sends one towards the net. Picked off by the Bulls, and here they're coming around the near side on the forecheck. Cross-ice pass. Past Rothmeyer and Rich towards the slot on Bassani. Saved by Max! And Rylan Rich goes crashing into the net as he blew a tire. He went shoulder first, folks, I think. Let's see if we can catch the end of the replay on that one. What happens? Rich trying to hold himself up, and he went down hard. And Coach Caden making his way out onto the ice. We are going to turn the camera, and we're going to take a brief break here, shut off the mic. Hopefully Mr. Rich is all right. Welcome back, folks. Rylan able to get up under his own power, skates off the ice. That's always a good sign. Phantoms go for a defensive change. Cush and the Rock are headed out there. Up front will still be Gaspadaro, Pasterzi, and Yadick. Make that Rothmeyer and Monaco. Rothmeyer heads down in the I formation. I thought Cushman was headed out there, and I guess it's just Rock. As Rich had to go to the bench because of the whistle. Down in the left wing corner for Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer over to Monaco. Monaco heads up to Pasterzi. Pasterzi right wing hash marks. And they cut it off. 4 white jerseys along the boards. Pasterzi going at it with one of the boys from the Bulls. Down in the corner, Gaspadaro sends it to Monaco. Monaco to Pasterzi. Pasterzi to Yadick. Yadick just off his stick, but he's going to pick it up here at neutral. Sends it inside the zone. Pasterzi on the forecheck and be picked up by the Bulls defenseman. Cut off by Yadick here to the near side. Backing up is the Rock. Pushing it up the ice is going to be the Bulls defenseman. They go back D behind Yadic, now towards Pasturzi. Blocked by Pasturzi at the blue line. Pasturzi goes down there right in front of the defender. From his knees, sauced over towards Monaco. Bounces over his stick. And the Rock coming over here in front. Going to send it down inside the zone. Body down by the defenseman. Chip back towards Monaco. Poke check loose towards Yadic. Offsides is going to be the call, as it must have just trickled out of the zone when Monaco poke checked it back in towards Gospodaru. And we'll get a face-off and a whistle, a whistle and a face-off just outside the zone, and Phantoms complete the line change. Cush out there now with the Rock, and it'll be BMAC, Boyd, and Clark. BMAC right in front of us. Boyd taking your face-off. Brielle on the draw, won by the Phantom Bulls. Where BMAC came in it hard here. Out of the zone in the hands of Monaco. Monaco right up the boards to Clark. Clark, left wing circle, waits, patiently, sends one towards the net, looking for Boyd. On the reach, couldn't get it. Brielle just out of reach on that one. Knocked down by BMAC in the corner, picked up by Boyd, who sends one back behind the net. Clark comes trucking in the left wing corner. He gets the body position on it. It's Clark behind the net now. Left wing side, Clark hanging on to it. Pushing it down, they're battling. Here comes Boyd. Clark goes down, and he's none too happy. You could tell by the feistiness on that one. Out of the zone towards Cushman. Off of Cush's stick it goes. Cush harassed by one. Sends it to Monaco. Monaco's up the ice off the skates of the forward. Back behind the net for Cushman. Sent behind the net. Ring and wrapped it around to the far side for Clark. Clark up in the air it goes. Knocked down at the blue line by the Bulls. Back over towards Boyd. Firing a shot right in front. Monaco blows the kid up there. Going down is going to be Boyd. And it's going to be a power play. It should be a body check on the Bulls. Number 18. He'll head to the sin bin. And resulting in another Phantoms power play.
Go Phantoms! Boys, go Phantoms!
At 3:29.
Let's go!
So this power play brought to you once again by Big Sammy's Hot Dogs. Remember what Big Sammy says. Eat more hot dogs. Now serving 2 locations, one in Elk Grove, one in Elgin. You can get a beer in Elgin. Try the mozzarella lugs, folks. They're fantastic. Your power play unit out there now will be Clark, Boyd, and BMAC, Monaco, and Cush on D. And the Bulls controlling off the faceoff. Here comes BMAC on the forecheck, trying to break it out towards Monaco. Cut off there by Boyd right at the blue line. Muscled forward by the Bulls. BMAC bodies it loose. Picked up by Cushman. Cushman back at the boards towards Boyd. At Boyd's feet, couldn't get control of it. Back in the Bulls' hands. Left wing corner. Out to the high point towards Monaco. Just wide left of Bersani. Loose change for Boyd. Phantoms regrouping now. 1 minute remaining here in that Big Sammy's power play. Back in the hands of Monaco now. Monaco with a little bit of speed. He's going to push it up the ice. Into the left wing corner. Puck protection style. Comes down towards it. Fires a shot. Rebound unsafe. BMAC fires a clapper. Fans on it. Trying to push it back. The puck is still loose behind the net. Coming in is Clark and Gospodaru. Back in the hands of Monaco. Monaco down in the right wing corner. Chips it down low. Looking for BMAC on a back door. Just broken up the play. Nice stick by the defenseman of the Bulls. Cut off BMAC. Thrown away by the Bulls. That puck's going to go down for an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. That was some good pressure by the Phantoms on the power play. Good looks there in that last opportunity. Shots are 16-11 here according to the scoreboard, and there's 2:25 remaining here in the second. 25 seconds to go on that Big Sammy's power play. Out there now will be Pasturzi, Gospodaru, and Nyadik. Rich and Rothmeyer from left to right on the blue line. Gospodaru getting his stick down. Referee having some words with Max 3. Faceoff goes right towards the net, and the defender picked it up quickly. That was a nice play by the defenseman. Swinging over here, D-to-D on the near side. Cutting back behind the net. That's by Gospodaru harassing along with Nyadik. Cycling it back behind the net. It's going to be the Bulls going up the ice here towards Rylan Rich. Kept in by Rich, going towards Pasturzi. Swatted away by the Bulls. Picked back up by Rich. Phantoms are back on side. He sends one almost right into the grill of Coach Caden. Boy, that would have been an expensive evening for Coach Caden. He'd have been spitting chiclets, folks, and I don't think the Phantoms have dental insurance. Face-off's going to go just outside the zone. 1 second remaining on that Big Sammy's power play. Number 18 ready to be sprung from the sin bin. Phantoms need to be aware of it. Gospodaru on the face-off. Nope, make that Pasturzi. Gospodaru heads the left wing. Rothmeyer and Rich. As Rich backs up, Gospodaru sent one forward to Rylan, and Rylan going to send one in, but it went off the jersey of one of the Bulls. looking for the stretch play. They go back out. Backing up are going to be the Phantoms D. Out towards Rothmeyer. Across the blue line, high slot, making a move top of the right circle, come back in, fires a shot, just missing the glove of Bersani, kept him by the Bulls past Yadik towards the high slot, poke check by Rich into the hands of Pasturzi. Pasturzi gets bounced off the puck, but picked up by Rich. It's Rich, Pasturzi, and Yadik. Pasturzi across the blue line, left circle, makes the move, down to the face-off dot, fires a shot just over the right corner on the far side for Rylan Rich. And boy, the Phantoms have had their opportunities. They have just not been able to finish, folks. Some high danger chances where they just couldn't get a hold of it. Rich goes down behind the net. He finally gets back up, but he's cut off by the Bulls. Here comes Gaspadaro towards the bottom of the right circle, intercepted by the Bulls. Coming in is Rylan Rich, chipped over here to the near side. And it's going to be picked up by Rylan. Headmans it over to Pasturzi. Ryan coming across the blue line left side. Gaspadaro in tow. Yadik in the slot. Pasturzi behind the net, left to right he goes, curling back around, fires a shot! Behind the net it goes here to the near side. Pasturzi goes down, loose change into the hands of Yadik, who was looking for Zayer, and it was picked off by the Bulls. It's going to be Yadik on the back check as he pushes him forward towards the Bull benches. Poke check by Zayer. Gaspadaro, Yadik lost his stick. Rich sends one back out to the blue line. Poke check by Zayer. Back across by Rich into the slot. Gaspadaro comes in, saved by Bersani with 30 seconds to go. Gaspadaro backhands one towards the referee. Get out of the way, Stripes, as he had his hands on Yadik. Puck is loose at the blue line. Referee almost took one in the grill. He lost his helmet. He didn't have so much hang on that helmet. It probably would have came off. And a save by Bersani in the glove, and Max is just shaking his head. He's a little disgusted right now with 16.8 seconds to go here in the period. Phantoms go for the line change. Out there now will be McRae along with Zayer on D. DeNormandie and Proden in the slot. Gavin Sire going to take your face off. Sire going to work out to the point. Picked up by Proden. He kicked it forward. It's going to be Damien. Can he get to it first? Trying to tie up a stick. Kicked out of the zone. Dragged forward by DeNormandie, and it's going to be offsides as the puck was well over the blue line. 3-4 feet across the blue line. Heard some fans chirping over there from the Phantom families, and you're like, what are you looking at over there? It's hard to see through the black netting, I can tell. On the far side, it's Zayer who's going to send one in deep with 3 seconds to go. Bulls go D to D. Sauces went out towards McRae, and that sound is the end of the second period. So at the end of 2, it's the Tri-Valley Bulls 4 and the Chicago Phantoms 1 as we head to our second intermission. This second intermission brought to you by D'Amato's Bakery and Subs on Grand Avenue in May in Chicago, Illinois. D'Amato's Bakery and Subs. Our bread, your butter. Stop in and see Rosanna. Tell her I said hi, folks. Get yourself a sfogliatelle, a cannoli, some Sicilian pizza, maybe some cookies. Some good stuff, folks. Enjoy their intermission. Welcome back, folks. It's the final frame here at Centennial Ice Arena. Your starting lineup for the Chicago Phantoms, dressed in Sunday black on this fine Saturday evening. Clark, Kerwick, and McMurray. Monaco and Kush on the blue line. Kerwick with the face-off in the fancy hands. Sends it over to Clark here to the near side. Clark dragging across. Drops it for Kerwick. Poke checked out of the zone into the hands of Cushman, down to Monaco. Monaco tied up, sends it back across in the hands of Kerwick. Kerwick pushing it up the ice. Kerwick with 3 on him, hits the brakes. Knocked down by Cushman. McMurray goes down. Kerwick battling it out in front of the blue line. Offsides will be the call as Clark was just over the blue line when Keegan pushed it in. Keegan with the good battle there. And 13:40 to go here in the third. Kerwick going to move over to the wing. Clark going to take the face off. Monaco and Cushman still blue lining it from left to right. Kerwick trying to jump forward. Referee having some words with Keegan. Yeah, you got to stay there. And Keegan's like, yep, sure, I won't do that. And back inside the zone for Ronan. Picked up by the Bulls, out past McMurray, out towards Monaco. Off the skates, the referee, get out of the way, stripes, but in this case, thank you. And over towards Monaco. Monaco poke checked it. Back in the hands of Kerwick. Kerwick on the left side. In front of the Bull benches. Drops over to Kurt, spin back past to Clark. In front of the slot. Clark still harassing back behind the net. Clark still going on it now. Kerwick coming in, backing out towards BMAC. Hit the brakes is going to be the Bulls. Coming in is BMAC. Back into the left wing corner. McMurray ties him up. Clark coming in on it. Here comes Kerwick in the high slot. Comes down towards the net. It's Keegan now in the right wing corner. Cushman open right point. Monaco high slot in the left point. Back into the corner, looking to cycle it down low. Here comes Clark. Clark looking to send one to the middle. Out towards Monaco. Left face-off dot. Monaco going to pull it down. Makes a move. Sends one towards the net. Back in the hands of Clark. Clark over to the side. Cut off by Clark, left wing hash marks. Here comes Monaco. Monaco knocks it loose. One hands into Kerwick. Picked up by BMAC. BMAC toe drag. Backhand forehand. Fires a shot. Rebound saved by the goaltender. Here to the near side. That was a nifty move by number 91. And if he could have got that one, it would have been nice. This early in the third period. On the near side, going to be Kerwick now. Kerwick cuts it off. Phantoms got him pinned in. Looks like the Bulls are looking for a line change. They cannot get the puck out just yet. On the far side, Monaco comes into the hash marks now. Puts a body on it, knocked it free. Good play by the Rock. Rock picks up, sends one towards the net. Knocked down by the defender, just out of the hands of Kerwick. Up towards the near side, just over the stick of Cushman. Out of the zone. Cush curls around, backhands one forward into the zone. That's offsides. We'll get a whistle. And everybody will get a line change at 12:07 here to go into third. That was a nice shift there by the Phantoms. Some good looking stuff there by the boys in black. And we're going to get a line change headed out there now. 95, 96, 97. 77, 27. A lot of sevens out there. And nines. Picked off by Pisturzi. Pisturzi goes to work left corner. Sends one to the net. Glove saved by the goaltender. No rebound given as Nyatek came in for the second look opportunity. Gospodaru at center now. Pisturzi in the slot. Nyatek, top left circle, comes across, fires a shot. Blocker save into the right wing corner towards Pisturzi. Swung it past Gospodaru. Zaire going to come pinching in now, backs up. Makes a move around Nyatek, cuts back around here to the near side. D-to-D pass. Chip past Pisturzi, and they split the D. In front, Zaire coming in on the backhand, fires one wide right of Bersani. Into the corner for Zaire McCray. McCray to Pisturzi. Pisturzi makes a move. It's Pisturzi versus three. Pisturzi dragging across, trying to get it to Nyatek. And three Bulls collapsed on him. Gospodaru forced him to get rid of it. Put him in the wall. Coming in on the support is going to be Gospodaru. And Gospodaru is going to the box for the high elbow. Number 96 headed to the sin bin. And the Phantoms are going to be shorthanded. He's going to call a body check, I think he called. Call it whatever you want. It was a penalty. Elbow. Rough. Body check. Max headed to the sin bin at 11:23 here in the third period. So the Phantoms are shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts Coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts Coffee, the official coffee of the Chicago Phantoms. Parents. Your shorthanded goal scorers are going to be DeNormandy and Cushman up front. Rich and Rothmeyer. Cushman with smoke coming out of the back of his skates on that one. Beat the forecheck all the way down there, and here comes the Bulls who sent one down. That'll be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 1:10 to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. 11:03 to go here in the third. Cushman with the great forecheck there. Boy, he came out like on fire, folks. Cush going to take, nope, looks like Double D's going to take the face-off. Cushman heads to the half wall. Curious place for that. Rich and Rothmeyer from right to left. Double D battling it out there right in the face-off dot. Poke check by Cushman in the left corner. Cushman going to work. Back here to the near side. Swatted up by Cush. Back over, picked up by the Bulls. Coming out of his own. Cushman forcing to push it up the ice in front of Rothmeyer. Across blue line, right circle, head to the net is going to be one of the Bulls. Centering a pass, broken up by Rich. Picked up by Normandy. Normandy chips one out of the zone, and it's going to be the Bulls collecting it in front of their own blue line. 42 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. Normandy going to push him to the outside. Wide left, top of the left circle towards Normandy. Drops it back to the point, kept in just at the blue line there by the Bulls. Going cross ice towards Cronin. right wing faceoff dot. Firing a shot, saved by Max Bersani at 10:20 to go here in the third. 27 seconds remaining on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. And the Phantoms go for the line change. It's going to be Pronin and Pasturzi up front. Monaco and Kush on the blue line. Monaco and Pronin in the slot. Face-off won by Pasturzi down to Cushman. Cushman going to push off here to the near side. Into the left wing corner, coming down low is Pronin on the half wall. Pronin trying to muscle it forward. Back to Pronin, Cushman to Pasturzi. Pasturzi going to carry it across center, going to get one and send it in deep. Bringing around right to left to right here to the near side. Pronin on the inside position, trying to force him back behind the net. Backing up Monaco, and they got another one here at the blue line here on the near side. Monaco steps up, knocks it loose, slowing him down. Gaspadaro tried to line that kid up, and that penalty is over. Boy, that would have landed Max 3 right back in the sin bin. Pasturzi here, backhands it forward, cut off by the Bulls. Pronin on the back check, knocked free by Cushman, down the line, the goal line for Monaco. Backing up is the Rock, back playing catch behind the net. Firing off the face mask of Max, back behind the net, harassed by Cushman. Here in the right left wing corner, coming on is Gaspadaro. Back over to the near side, looking to curl around and fire a shot off the back of the net. Here for Gaspadaro, backhands one towards Pronin. Pronin coming in, he goes down. Gaspadaro kicks it forward out to the right point, or left point, blocked and kept in by the Bulls. Knuckled forward by Pronin, picked up by the Bulls. Bodied off it by Pronin, back in the right wing corner for Cushman. Cushman pulls it and slams it forward, knocked down at the wall by the Bulls. Kicked forward into the right wing corner, poke check by Cushman into the hands of Gaspadaro. Gaspadaro Mohawks and backhands it up and out of the zone. That puck's going to slide down for an icing though. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 8:55 to go here in the third. Face off to the right of Bersani's glove. And the Phantoms go for the line change. It'll be Sire and McRae in the slot. Boyd going to take your face off. Ronan Clark on a half wall and Zaire down in the left wing corner. Max moving over now, more towards the I formation behind Boyd. Boyd wins it in the left wing corner. Zaire hits the brakes and he sends it up over here to Clark on a half wall. Clark knocked off the puck right at the point for the coming towards Boyd, intercepted by Zaire. Zaire going to send one out towards Sire, picked off by the Bulls. Come back around out to the left right point. Going past Sire, coming in towards Boyd now. Out towards Clark, tied up by Boyd, knocked loose for Sire. It's a 2-on-1 with a back checker. Make it 2-on-2. Sire comes in, fires a clapper over the net into the right wing corner for Ronan. Ronan coming in, trying to chip it down low. Here comes Boyd. Boyd in the right wing corner couldn't get to it. Thrown over here to the near side towards Sire now. Sire blocks it, loose change for Brielle. Brielle sends one back behind the net. Gavin coming in to get it. Little D-to-D pass here to the near side towards Clark. Clark gonna run her off from the wall. Down in the right wing corner for Zaire, and we're going to get a penalty. Body roughing is going to be the call on Ronan Clark. Delayed call on that one at 8:05. I like the play by Ronan.
Just another 6 more months. Yeah.
Next year, that's a clean hit.
Yep, exactly. Let's get ready. Practice.
And the Phantoms are shorthanded once again. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be DeNormandy and Cushman. Rich and Rothmeyer on D. Cushman up the ice. He goes hard on it. This penalty kill brought to you by Tim Hortons. There's always time for Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, the official Canadian coffee of the Chicago Phantoms. Parents. DeNormandy knocked it loose at center. Here comes Double D. He's going to send one in deep and clears the zone. Down behind the goal line it goes. Coming in is Cush on a forecheck, thrown off the ice towards Rothmeyer. Picked up by Jackson. Jackson going to curl behind the net in the right wing corner, right to left. Chips it over here to the near side, dug out of the wall by DeNormandy. DeNormandy going to throw one, glove down. Picked back up by the Bulls, thrown right back inside the zone for Rich. Rich in the left wing corner. Picks it back up, come back out of it. Going to bounce one off the glass, off the defender. No icing, that should be waved off. The defender could have played it, she didn't. Referee didn't blow it, didn't wave it off. He looked right at me when I said it too, because he knows he's wrong. That's 7:10 to go here in the third. Yeah. 34 seconds to go on that Timmy Hortons PK. And the Phantoms go for the line change. It'll be Pasturzi and Pronin along with Monaco and Zaire. Pisturzi on the faceoff. Zaire on the boards. Faceoff one for Max. Couldn't get a handle on it. Out to the point. Poke check by Proden. In the left wing corner. It goes for Zaire. Out to the left point now. Here comes Pisturzi. Forced him to go back to the left wing corner towards Zaire. Centering pass. Broken up by Proden. Puck trickles off to the far side for Damien. Damien sauces one over to Pisturzi. Ryan's got to go get it in the foot race. On the far right wing corner. Curling around. Pisturzi hits the brakes and has to come back up the ice. And they go splitting the ice on the other side. Proden on the back check now. Backhanded in his zone behind Monaco. Zaire's going to have to go trucking to go get it. Behind the net of Bersani. Chipped it over to the far side for Proden, and we are even strength. Proden pushing it forward towards Boyd. Boyd at the blue line, pushing it out of the hands of Proden. Proden tried to backhand one to Pisturzi. Back in the hands of Damien. Damien over to Ryan. Oh, and that's a delayed call. Let's check the replay on that one, folks. Let's see if we can see it. Here it comes. You can't really see the blue line, but it's going to be Proden over, and boy, if we had Toronto in our payroll, we'd be still playing hockey. There wouldn't be a whistle, folks. That one's right there. Your lineup headed out there now is going to be Boyd, Kerwick, and McMurray. Cushman and McRae on the blue line. Kerwick trying to drag one forward. He does, but the Bulls pick it up there, and they go D-to-D and send it right back up the ice in front of Cush. Backing up is McMurray. Off the skates of Cushman, picked up by Kerwick. Kerwick goes down, picked up here by Brielle Boyd. Boyd sends it in the zone, and it's here to the rear side. Right wing corner. Down behind the goal in, BMAC going in. It's going to be Boyd on the forecheck. Go to the far side in front of the Bull benches. Tapping it forward, cut off by BMAC. Here to the near side, 2-on-1 in front, or 1-on-1 in front of Cush. Left wing corner. Curling around, Cushman going to knock it loose. Here comes Boyd. Out here to the left point, knocked up in the air by the Bulls, chopped out of midair. Picked up here by BMAC, now touched by the Bulls. Cut off by McRae. At the right in front of the Phantom benches. Here comes Cush. He poke checks it. Into the slot, knocked away by Boyd. Saved by Bersani. Back in the right wing corner. Centering pass all by his lonesome is going to be one of the Bulls, and it's picked off by Cushman. Cushman to Yadick. Can't get it out of the zone. Right back over to the far side for McRae. McRae chipping it out of the zone, and BMAC. BMAC sends one forward to himself. It's BMAC and Yadick. BMAC with 4 on him. Couldn't get it to Yadick. Here they come the other way, right into the hands of Blake Cushman. Cush has got time. He's got options on the other side. Throws it back up the boards into the hands of the Bulls. Making a move around Gaspadaro. High slot coming over towards BMAC. Top of the right circle towards Gaspadaro. High slot firing a shot. Knuckle puck off the post. Rebound picked up by Rothmeyer at 4:57 to go here in the third. Rothmeyer hitting the brakes, reversing the ice, go to the far side for BMAC. McMurray collapsed down by 2. Towards Gaspadaro, now to BMAC. BMAC out of the zone in front of the Phantom benches. Yadick coming in, makes a move around it. Poke checked away by Gaspadaro, and it's Gaspadaro, Pisturzi, and Yadick. Yadick, right face off that, fires a shot. Rebound, juicy one, not the right point. Picked up by Pisturzi, swung over here to the near side behind Yadick. Backing up is Rothmeyer and Rich along with Gaspadaro. Poke check by Gaspadaro, puck is loose. Picked up at the blue line, sent over top of the left circle, looks to fire, Clapper fakes it, drops it here to Pisturzi. Chopped loose by Ryan. Ryan battling it out, pushing it back, muscled towards the blue line, looking for support. Poke check by Gaspadaro, making a move. Ryan knocked it free. Towards the slot, makes a move to the outside of Rothmeyer, fires a shot. Saved by Bersani at 4:07 to go here in the period. And an offensive zone face-off for the Bulls. It'll be Gaspadaro at center. Pisturzi in the slot with Rich and Yadick. And Rothmeyer on the half wall. Face-off one towards Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer going to send it over to Rich. Rich from the left wing corner, chips it back. Puck slides to the bottom of the net. Picked back up by Rich from Rothmeyer. Rich over to Pisturzi. Pisturzi hits Gaspadaro. Gaspadaro and Yadick with Pisturzi high F3. Gaspadaro makes a move to the left dot. Goes across the Yadick just out of his reaching hands. Another good idea for 96-97. Just didn't connect. There we go. Going to get the body check on that one at 3:41 to go here in the third, and it'll be a Phantoms power play. Number 22 with her second penalty of the contest. Roughing is the call. And the Phantoms are headed to the one-man advantage. This power play brought to you by Jay's Beef in Harwood Heights on Montrose and Narragansett. Jay's Beef, you've tried the rest? Now try the best. Stop in and see Jay, Johnny, Frankie, the Fortuna brothers. Tell them I said hi, folks. Of course, the last time somebody did that, I guess Jay charged them double, so you may not want to mention my name. Your power play unit out there now is going to be 95, 96, 97 from right to left. Pasturzi, Gospodaro, and Yannick. Rothmeyer and Rich are your blue liners from right to left. Coming in is Gospodaro in the left wing corner. Out to Yannick. Yannick sends it over to Rich, left point. Rich bouncing out here, walking it across, trying to set things up. Over to Yannick. Yannick back to Rich. Got to work it now inside. Rich fires one right into the goaltender's glove. No rebound given. With a minute 12 to go on this Jays Beef power play. And we'll get a face-off from the right wing circle this time. Lineup stays the same. Yannick in the slot. Referee telling them both to back up. Gospodaro wins it to Pasturzi. Pasturzi across the high slot, pulls it in. And waited a half a step too long to make that pass towards Rich, and it got picked up here by the Bulls. Just across blue line, top left circle. Centering pass. Picked back up by the Bulls, trying to wrap around. Puck is loose, picked up by Yannick. Yannick at Pasturzi, 2-on-2 with a back checker. Gospodaro is the trailer. Yannick, bottom of the right circle, coming down behind the goal line, right to left. Sends wraparound, no goal, rebound out in front. 4 white jerseys collapsing on that puck immediately. Over here to the near side as they spread things out. Here comes the Bulls. Pushing it up the ice towards Gospodaro. Backhands one inside the zone. And it's going to go for Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer hits the brakes behind Bressani. Hits Yannick as they back it up 25 seconds ago. Here comes Yannick. Yannick throws on right into the jersey of the Bulls. Picked back up by Yannick. Yannick sends one towards net. Big bad pad save down back behind the right wing corner. Coming in is Proden now. Proden on the forecheck harassing. Gospodaro coming in now. Picked up by the Bulls. They're going to go across. Gospodaro reaching out towards the Normandy. The Normandy keeps it inside the zone. Picked up by Proden. Proden trying to make a move to the right. Hasbrook fires one right. We're even strength, but it's picked up by Denormity. Denormity sends one back behind the net in the right wing corner. Proden loses a tire, and it comes back over. Here's Gospodaro out to the point for Monaco. Monaco keeps it in, and it's chipped out past him. It's 2-on-1 in front of Rich. Going cross ice. Poke check by Rich. Monaco gets back in front of the paint. Blocked by Rich into the hands of Gospodaro. Here comes Max and Double D, 2-on-2. Offsides will be the call as the Normandy was just over the blue line with 1:45 to go here in the period. And we'll get a face-off just outside the zone. And it's McMurray and Boyd, along with Double D up front. And the Rocket Cush on the blue line from left to right. Boyd on the face-off, won it forward, coming in as Boyd. Knocked into the right wing corner, comes down toward BMAC on the forecheck now. D-to-D pass, here comes the Normandy. D-to-D pass right back the other way. BMAC got to come in along with Boyd. Goes back D-to-D to the other side. Just Mason the Phantoms chase all over the place. Out to go towards Boyd, far side. Drops it at the left right point. Coming in is BMAC. BMAC knocked it loose. One hands it, ties up a player. Boyd on the defensive side. That puck is loose towards McMurray. Can't get it out right point. Thrown back behind the net. It's going to be collected by Cushman. Cushman reverses left to right. Sends it over to BMAC. Bad bounce off the boards, and it trickles to the right point. Knocked down by BMAC. Back in the right wing corner for Cush. Cush comes in, knocks it free by Boyd. Sent one to the net behind it. Is swung over here to the near side. Coming over is going to be Double D out to the high point. Back into the left wing corner. Knocked down by Denormity, who pushes one out of the ice. Denormity can't get to it. He does. He one-hands it and slides it forward with 50 seconds to go. And sent out of the zone towards Blake Cushman. Cushman coming up in his own blue line. Pushes it to the outside. Cush comes in, makes a move around the forward. Can't get a handle on it. Poke check back over here. Monaco knocks the kid over. Back inside the zone. It's going to be Clark. Clark pushing it towards the right point. Coming in is Ronan. Ronan goes down in the right wing corner. BMAC gets on the offensive side of it. Down towards Gospodaro now. Gospodaro right face-off dot. Poke check loose by the Bulls. Coming in is rushing it is going to be Clark. He's just muscling his way through like a bull at a china shop. Need more of that out of him all the time, folks. I like that kind of play. Coming over here to the near side, coming in is Kerwick. We pulled the goaltenders, 4-on-1. Knocked loose by Monaco, picked back up by Kerwick. Poke checked away by the Rock, collected by Gospodaro with 3 seconds to go. Gospodaro comes back down into the right corner, and that sound is the end of the game. Your final score here at Centennial Ice Arena. The Tri-Valley Bulls 4 and the Chicago Phantoms 1 as we head over to Rockies recap. For the home team Tri-Valley Bulls, 3 penalties, 2 roughs by number 22, 1 in the second period at 9 minutes, 1 in the third at 3:41. Goals scored by number 4 at 10:27 in the first, number 24 at 4:24 in the first, and number 21 had a pair of them, 13:24 and 10:48 in the second. For the visiting Chicago Phantoms, penalties on BMAC, roughing in the first period at 4:33, Gaspadaru body checking in the third at 11:23, and Ronan Clark roughing at 8:05 in the third. The lone goal scored by Brady McMurray, assisted by Ronan Clark on the power play at 8:01 in the second period. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast this weekend. Thank you for watching, and we will see you maybe next week, but probably not. We'll definitely see you in 2 weeks, all the way up in Blaine, Minnesota, as the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres join the NIT. You'll see some 19U and 16U action up there in 2 weeks for sure. Get ready for at least 8 games of Shattuck St. Mary girls hockey. So once again, your final score here at Centennial Ice Arena in Music City, Tennessee. The Tri-Valley Bulls 4, the Chicago Phantoms 1. And as we sign off for the weekend, good night, Minnesota Lakers grandma, wherever you are.